Welcome to the show. The big show of the week, because we've had several shows, but this is the big one. And you made it. Congratulations. I'm sure some of you will be straggling in late. And I'm not late, by the way, all right? I've been keeping an eye on the situation. And I apologize if I have grass on my face. It's not what you think. I was outside eating grass. No, no, I will explain that. But first, let's get into our muster. Muster, not mustard, all right? Muster up, don't mustard up. That's disgusting, all right? Although the lawyer wife likes mustard. Maybe I should cover myself in mustard sometime. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Muster up. Where you from? What you munching on? Or sipping on? Raise them up. What do I got here today? Oh, I got the Starship to Mars mug today. Delish. Ouch. I think I chipped my tooth again. Here we go. Ooh, I see some beer emojis. Hans has been waiting for a while. What's up, Hans? Thanks for membering up, bro. Welcome to the eccentric fam. You won't regret it. And if you do, you can foster yourself anytime. I think that's what you call quitting a family, right? Boom time. That's right. Boom in a good way. Justin DeLong. Thanks for modding. Thank you, mods, for modding. Justin is always there to mod for us. And the nerd is back. What up, nerd? I like his kitty picture. It's cute. Mark Hammond with his gold bar from Texas, new member. We got Michigan here. What's up, neighbor? Vegas. Of course, I'm coming to you from Ohio. Central Ohio. Payphone bonus back. What's up, Admiral Sir? Deutschland's back. What's up, Germany? We have, I think someone said they were eating, what are the hot spicy wing Doritos. I forget the flaming hot Doritos. Oh my gosh, I haven't had those in a while. Those are awesome though. I tip my hat to all of you that like spicy things. I love it. I love it going in. I also love it going out. I love sitting on the toilet, man. It's fun. Okay, TMI, as the kids these days say. South Africa's here. What's up? Home of Elon, of the Elon. West Virginia. Hello again, neighbor. Man, some of these places I can't even pronounce, so that's kind of not unusual for me. Dunbogan, Australia. Coffee. What's up, coffee drinkers? I still have to have mine. Tell you what, I will have a cup of coffee if LabPadre makes it for me, and I'm in Starbase watching. Maybe it'll be SN20. Whatever the first super heavy launch is, that's where I want to go see. Okay? The Starship super heavy. Not just the booster hovering. I want the actual fully stacked booster. And when I go see that with Lab, then he can buy me some coffee. All right? Because I don't know how to make it. Okay. It's disgusting. Like my dad drank it black like a fiend growing up. So that's why I never acquired the taste. So I've never had a glass. But I hear it can be quite exhilarating. Cincinnati, what's up, man? Alberta, Canada. China, yeah, right. I was gonna say you wish. No, you don't. Okay. Argentina, what's up, guys? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I always try to let me pull up. Speaking of Lab, if you don't subscribe to Lab, you're making huge mistakes. So seriously, okay. We'll go Lab small up down in the corner there. Oh, and before I forget. My doggo cam working? Yes, doggo cam's working. Okay. I'll get the dogs in here before my doggo cam craps out because it's an old webcam. Or before I knock it off the shelf again. Come on, dogs. Come be famous. YouTube famous. Yeah, so what was I saying? I'm going to take my drugs today. Oh, yeah, so grass on my face. So the reason why I don't typically start really early with these streams is because there's a very good chance that they're going to get scrubbed. So why start the stream early just to sit around with my thumb up my ass and then scrub the launch, right? Oh, there he is. What are you doing? Oh, we almost got you. Over here. Oh, Kevin, you're all over the place today. Kuno, you're going to... Get your nose out of my crotch, dude. We're on camera. Okay. All right, go lay in your corner. There's the other one. Hey, Peeper. Give me your Peeper. There's my good boys. Say we're not camera shy today. Yeah, good boys. All right, we all got our doggo fix, right? So yeah, I don't like to stream too early because they can always delay it. I think the window closes today at 8 p.m. local time, which is Central Time, 9 p.m. Ohio time. And I don't want to just wait around and be like, this is cool. Starship almost moved there. Oop, oh, I think I see a bird. It just pooped on Starship. Okay, someone wants rubs on their head. Okay, I will give you rubs. So that's why I don't start too early. But I also had a lot of things to take care of today. So the lawyer wife went out of town, and she's coming back today. So I was like, I better clean the house because I kind of wrecked it. All right. You guys feel me, right? All the guys feel me, right? We do it all the time. And so I took the initiative and I started cleaning the house. And I kept an eye on the Starship progress while I was doing that. And then once all the vehicles returned to the pad, I was like, well, now I have time to mow the grass because the grass really needs mowed. So I was mowing the grass. I got the front yard done. I was working on the back when I checked my phone and I saw that the pads had left and we had some condenser action going on. So I came back in the house and I was like, well, we might as well start the stream up. If we're a little early, so be it. We can all just have awkward moments of silence together. But to like the icing on the cake today is that from yesterday's stream, I mentioned that I was sore because I had some hard workouts this week. Well, I had a hard workout again this morning, and I already woke up feeling like a popsicle stick, right? But now that my workout this morning is over, the first thing I did, stupidly, after my workout, which sucked extra sucky because I was already sore, I came in here and I sat down and I did a couple hours of work in my chair, letting my muscles get all tense again. So I spent the entire day, SN15's venting now, so it could happen pretty soon. I spent the entire day walking around like I had stilts for legs because I was just so freaking sore, bro. And that made the chores sucky as well. I just felt like a double thick popsicle stick all day. Just call me Kevin the double thick popsicle stick. That rhymes. I should be a rapper. No, I shouldn't. JD Powell, I want some of that belly flop action. Oh, it's coming, man. It's coming. And if it's not coming today, it's coming eventually. Okay. SpaceX should be streaming this. They usually give us about 3 minutes notice. Okay. So we're keeping an eye. Let me pull this up full screen. Boink. Keeping an eye on SpaceX.com/Starship is fine, or you can go vehicles Starship. And we're just looking to see if they're going to post that linkage, right? But they're not yet. So we're just going to keep an eye on LabPadres in the meantime because they're cool. Lewis is there not at the launch site, but near the launch site with his friends. Lucky guy. Gets to see it in person. SN20, that's going to be my Starship. Tyler Dottie, welcome to the eccentric fam. You've been adopted. Oh yeah, call me daddy. That's gross. Who else we got here? Florida's here. Man, it seems like it's been so long since I've had a chat with you guys. It's been like yesterday almost. What was that, a Starlink launch? My memory sucks. I can never remember anything. It was a Starlink launch. That's what it was. And Norman Wilson decided to get on that space eccentric action. Like it. Thanks, bro. Anyone can join up. I don't discriminate with your money, okay? All money's good to me. If you do sign up, you get another SpaceX in the News episode on Tuesdays. Only they're longer episodes. They're more relaxed. I give you more of my opinions and details, as well as live streams if we do live streams of our other launches. I know Rocket Lab has an Electron launch coming up where they're going to try to recover the booster undershoots, brah. So we're going to be watching that with members for shizzle. For shizzle. That's something else the kids say these days. Am I right? Okay, daddy. Yes, the propellant is loading on SN15. Could be within the next 20 minutes. We'll see. I'm keeping an eye on Twitter. That's what I usually do. I don't have my normal account on Twitter, so if you want to follow me on social media, YouTube's all I got, or Rumble or whatever, Odyssey. I don't have Twitter. I just have a ghost account on there because I hate Twitter. I hate everything they stand for. So I just use it to follow Elon and a few other people. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Keep an eye, obviously, on LabPadre stream because they're there and they're seeing what's going on. So strategy, okay? Yeah, got off Twitter back in January. Best decision I've ever made. Even though I have a ghost account on Twitter, I'm only on there on my research days or on days like this. Otherwise, I'm never on it. I got rid of Facebook over the summer. Great decision. Hate Facebook too. It's all sucky. And I got rid of my Instagram at that time as well. Yeah, life is just so much better without that crap in your life. I wish Elon would get off Twitter too and use something else. But it is what it is. SpaceX is streaming 27-minute countdown. Let's see if you're lying to me. That's not nice. Womp. Maybe they just put it on their YouTube page. Yeah, let's try it out. Look at that. LabPadre is at the very top of my subscriptions list because I check him the most. I'm a huge fan. I don't know how NASA beats SpaceX. That's messed up. SpaceX should be above NASA. No, they don't have any live streams going on right now. They'll put it on their website when they do. Make sure if you do have LabPadre's stream up, which I suggest you do, you hit the like button. Capiche? SpaceX stream is showing on web page. Am I on the wrong page? Let me go to this SpaceX one. Nope. Starship. That's just the replay. That's SN11. We're looking for SN15. SN12, 13, and 14 were fired before they even got to the pad. You're fired. Oh, Justin DeLong. He found it. Oops. What the crap was that? So I just clicked on it in the chat and it popped it up in the chat. That's weird. So I'm just going to highlight what Justin has. Copy link. This is why you have mods. They're so on it. Let's try it. Paste. Do it. Engage. Oops. Something went wrong. I don't know what you're giving me there, Justin. Let's try it again. My computer is brokey. Everything in my life is brokey. It's not giving me the whole thing. That's why. SpaceX confirms plans to launch Starship rocket SN15 today. Here we go. I guess the company put out a statement. I got it now. We got it. So we're going to put LabPadre off to the side here. That was Michael Sheets from CNBC. He's a good guy to follow as well. I don't consider him big media, even though he works for big media, because he's pretty spot on. There we go. So we won't go full stream till they actually start, but go ahead and give SpaceX a like too, okay? Because they can always use another like, okay? Got to spread the word that this stuff is awesome. I don't know who doesn't know about it, but those people exist, okay? And we need to reach them and be like, check this thing out. It explodes on purpose. Even when it launches, it explodes. That's just a controlled explosion. Am I right? I think I am. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Teenage Astro Snot is back. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while, dude. Or maybe I have and I just forgot. Again, my memory sucks. Like, it makes the lawyer wife so mad how bad my memory is. I should play that Luminosity game more. GameCube for Life is back. What's up, Admiral? Where are the doggos? It's not a launch without them. They were on here earlier, but don't worry, we'll get them back. We got 23 minutes almost. Let me see if I can put this link, actually. We'll share this, copy. We're going to put this in the description of my video, so you might have to refresh it here in a second. Don't do it yet. I'm not ready. There, official SpaceX webcast in the description of this video now has the link that we're watching in the lower corner, okay? You're welcome. And everyone say thank you, mods, for catching that. And okay. I bought a new chair today, by the way, but it wasn't a replacement for this one. So now that I'm using my green screen in my SpaceX and the news episodes, I'm not using this chair because this part right here, for some reason, the green screen, the camera thinks this is part of the green screen. So then I would have like something on my chair. So I don't use this chair. Instead, I use a little stool. But I've been using we have a picnic table in our in our kitchen. I guess that's what I call it, a picnic table. And so I bring the picnic table bench up here, and that's what I use to sit on for the green screen action. So I bought just a little fold up stool that I can keep in my closet. But I still need to buy a replacement for this chair. But the thing is, I really like this chair. Because the best part about it is it has a pull-out footrest underneath it, right? Isn't that awesome? So I like laying lazy like this. Hold on, I'm gonna take these out. Like so. It's fun. And when I do that, like say I'm watching the tube, the telly, as you UKanders would say, UK British people, I like to pull that footstool out, right? And prop my feet up. But the thing is, I don't really need it because I kind of put my feet up on as disgusting as it is. Don't worry, I like to bathe a lot. I put my disgusting feet up on that entertainment system, and I don't use my stool a lot. So when I buy a new one, I don't need to have the stool. And I'm not going to buy this brand again because their hydraulic systems suck, obviously. I don't think it's because I weigh too much. I only weigh like 220, all right? And that's dropping now because I'm doing these extra hard workouts, man. At least they feel extra hard because my muscles hurt as I massaged my boob on camera. You didn't see that. Like right here. Oh my gosh, I can't even flap my freaking wings, man. I can't do the chicken dance because it just hurts right here so bad. Like if I tried to stand up right now, you would just make fun of me. I feel like, it hurts. Like going to the bathroom's the worst. That's why I'm not eating right now. Just because if I had to take a dookie, I wouldn't be able to get off the toilet. And it's how bad my legs hurt from yesterday's workout. It's quite sad. It's good. Like you don't, like they say you shouldn't push yourself so hard your first week back at doing these kind of hard workouts because you get sore and then you don't want to do the workout, right? So it kind of turns you off to it. But I'm used to it because of my background. So like when I feel sore, I just get more motivated by it. You just got to keep in mind it's temporary. So by the end of that first week, you shouldn't be that sore anymore. But if you're not doing your workouts to the point of being sore afterward, at least a little bit, maybe not severely sore like I am right now, then you're not doing them hard enough, right? I don't know why I'm on this topic now. We're all here for a Starship launch, but this is what happens when I come on too quickly and you just give me time to talk about things, right? I start talking about going to the bathroom and stuff. You signed up for this. You're here. I don't. It's your fault, right? That's what I'm saying is it's your fault that I'm talking about squatting on the toilet and just the pain. Phantom Panic eye workout. That's awesome, man. I'm proud of you. Just keeping an eye on the twatter, seeing what everyone's twatting about. Just that SpaceX has confirmed their plans to launch, and that much is obvious. T-minus 18 minutes and 14 seconds until at least the stream starts. That might not be when they launch it. Uh-oh. Look who it is. Hey Crow Productions. What's up, little bro? What are you doing in Tennessee? Why are you there? We don't live there. You don't live there. But that's cool, man. Are you living there permanently? Because that wouldn't be cool, man. That's too far. Best investment disabled park hopper ever made was a Herman Miller Aeron chair. Very expensive. but well worth the price. Well, you know, I might have to look into that, man. You're working in Tennessee now? Okay, that's cool, Dan. That's a long commute. What is that, like a 6-hour drive at least? Fleet Admiral Cap. You sound very important. Have there been any updates on the landing butthurt Blue Balls Bezos and Dynetics? I have not heard anything. I just did some research Tuesday, which would be yesterday, and the last I heard, you know, that I think I actually talked about it in yesterday's live video, just that NASA has put SpaceX's billions on hold because there are protests on the record. So they have like, I think like 100 days or so to make a decision on whether or not they're going to accept those protests or just be like, no, you guys are suck. You guys are suck. We aren't going to have any of that. We're giving the money to SpaceX because, look, they obviously deserve it. They're launching a freaking sweet rocket down in Starbase, Texas. All right. That shows initiative, and that is worthy of about $3 billion as far as I'm concerned. I don't want that going to a company that is going to waste it doing wasteful things. I'm sure they'll get it all straightened out. This is the real deal. This is a real test attempt, a real flight. This isn't a static fire or a pressure test. All right. I stream for the good stuff. If you want to know what SpaceX and Starship are always up to, you should tune in to Lab 24/7. He's got our backs. That's how I watch my static fires and pressure tests. But this is a real test. This is a real test flight, up to 10 to 12 and a half clicks, just like before. Now, it should be noted that pretty sure SpaceX was going to go to a higher altitude for this one, but because they haven't landed a Starship, well, they have, but not perfectly. It kind of exploded after. Looks like they're just going to keep going at the 10 clicker until they nail it, which makes sense. Okay. I don't know if that's a them thing or kind of working with the FAA thing, but I'm okay with it. They can do these tests as long as they want, as long as they keep giving us a good show. But I'm feeling good. I know I said this about the last one, but maybe I didn't about the last one, because the last one was really foggy and crappy out. Maybe it was SN10. And I think it was SN10 where I said I feel really good about it, and it did land. And I did stop the stream, and it was all fine. It just happened to disassemble itself several minutes after the stream ended. But I'm feeling good about this one. If it launches, they're going to nail it. They are going to nail it. They're going to nail that pad, just like they did yesterday with Starlink's booster, man. That was a bullseye. Right on the money. The only boom we'll be seeing is liftoff, and that's the boom time I always talk about. Whoa, Eric Beavers. Eric Beavers is back. Eric Beavers is a big Falcon representative of the channel. Very nice guy. By the way, hello everyone from I almost said California. You're not from California, Eric. You're from Colorado. What's up, Colorado? Beautiful state. All right. I've only driven through there once on my motorcycle on my way back from San Diego. That was a long motorcycle ride on a crotch rocket. Yeah. 5 days after learning how to ride one, I took a cross-country trip from San Diego on a crotch rocket to Ohio and lived. Yeah, suck it. Take that, death. You've been cheated. The guys I bought the motorcycle from took a pool bet whether I'd survive or not. But I did, obviously. This isn't a ghost you're seeing. And Hellfire Orbital, another eccentric member, present and accounted for. First Sergeant. Roger that, First Sergeant. Hellfire Orbital is here. T-minus 13 minutes until at least the stream starts. And then we'll make that full screen once that happens. Let's see what Lab is looking at. It's looking pretty smoky. That's a good sign. Twitter check. I'm checking Twitter so you don't have to. You're welcome. Gosh, I feel so dirty when I get on Twitter, like it's a cesspool of liberal stupidity. It's a circle jerk of liberal stupidity. That's what I call it. I shouldn't even say liberal. How about not liberal? Progressive, social justice, woke stupidity. It's a cesspool circle jerk of woke stupidity. There we go. Because I don't have a problem with liberals, but I have a problem with you if you're woke. Congratulations, you're woke. Your life must be so awesome. T-minus 11 minutes, 49 seconds. Let's get the doggos in here one more time for those late bloomers. Come here, dogs. Come here. I'll give you ice cream later. They didn't even get a bath today, but they did get brushed. All right, let's see if the doggo cam's working or if it froze. Oh, it's working. How about that? Today is my lucky day. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Bubba Spox. What's it doing? Yeah, don't pull at me. I'm rubbing your belly. You're here. Come over here. Come over here. Right there. Good boy. Sits. Oh, that's lay down. Come here. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Right there. There. Now we can all see your elongated face. Yeah. Boop. Where's your brother? Where is he? Kunu. Come here, bear. Oh, poor guy. He went downstairs. Now he has to climb up all these steps. He needs the exercise. Come here, buddy. Come here. Here he comes. I hear him plunking around. There he is. Come here, boops. Here's your good boy. Yeah. Hi. Both German Shepherds, purebreds. Cairo, we didn't rescue. We got him. We adopted him at 8 weeks old. That's Cairo. Kunu just left. Kunu's a rescue. Rescued him at about a year old. And let me tell you, Cairo was so well behaved when we got him. Like, he didn't bark. He was awesome. And then Kunu came into the mix and brought all of his bad manners from the shelter. And now Cairo is worse mannered than Kunu is. But we love him. Yeah. You're so pretty on the inside. On the outside. On the inside, you're kind of a jerk. Come here. Yeah. We'll give you ice cream later, all right? Yes, the lawyer wife should be coming home. I think she might have just texted me, actually. Lawyer wife should be coming home soon. Oh, she texted me 10 minutes ago. She's just leaving, so I got about an hour and a half till she gets home. So the dog shouldn't be barking because they bark when anyone comes home. So the stream should be done by that time. Who knows? She drives like a hellion sometimes. She might beat us to it. Norwood. I don't know if Norwood is watching right now. He is a BFR for the channel. I am going to email you back, but if you are watching, he asked about, and I saw somebody else talking about it. Excuse you. We do have patches. There's a link in the description for patches if you want an eccentric patch. My mommy makes them, so be kind with the reviews, okay? Don't make my mommy sad. Don't make her sad. So if you want an eccentric hat, I did rep one of those a while back. What you do is you just buy a tactical hat, a tack hat like this. It has the Velcro on it, and you can stick one of those patches onto it, okay? And Norwood, if you're watching, that's for you. But again, I'll email you that anyway in case you aren't watching. Night Lancer 44. You guys have some sick names. Prop 65 warning. Space eccentric is so much fun. It's known in the state of California to cause cancer because California reasons. Yeah. You know, I lived in California when I was in the military for a couple years, and it is beautiful. San Diego isn't really like the rest of California. It's pretty chill because you have all those military bases down there. I did go up to Los Angeles once. Didn't really like it. I'm not no offense to anyone who's from Los Angeles or from New York, because I'm not a fan of New York either, to be honest. I don't like the big city life. I'm a country boy. even though I don't live in the country, I live in a small town. But I got a cornfield behind my house that's basically country, right? And my neighbor has a chicken coop, basically a country boy, right? We get free eggs. And my wife just started a garden. Yeah, the lawyer wife started a garden. Can you imagine how many of them are still alive? It snowed after she freaking planted them. 0. That's how many. That's just a whole cluster. We pretend to be farm people, but we can only pretend so much. It's kind of obvious. Fleet Admiral Cap is back. Think we will keep on having a negative impact from the Biden administration on SpaceX, considering the capital they have with Amazon, Lockheed, etc. Well, NASA just got Bill Nelson as a NASA administrator. I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. So far with the Biden administration, I haven't seen anything to be a cause of concern, to be completely transparent. Whether that changes or not, I hope not, but it could change. I don't know. I mean, just like everyone else, I was sad when Bridenstine left. But I'm trying to be positive about the future. But I'll call out bullshit when I see it. All right. I just haven't had the reason to yet. I mean, the whole descent between Blue Origin and Dynetics and SpaceX isn't Biden's fault. It's not political. It is political. It's corporate politics, which suck the most, right? So whatevs. Yeah. Thing is, we all know Biden's not really doing anything, right? He's not in charge here. I don't know who's in charge. It ain't Biden, okay? I mean, the guy told us that we don't have to pay any taxes this year. So cheers to you, Biden. Did you guys hear about that? If you don't believe me, just Google it. Biden says nobody has to pay taxes if you're making under 400 grand. I'm all about that. Thank you, Biden. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't mean it was a gaffe? He didn't mean, Biden gaffed? I don't believe that 1 minute. Biden gaffing? No, that guy is all there in his faculties. Yeah. So Biden's not a problem. It's the puppeteer that I have a problem with, whoever that may be. T-minus less than 5 minutes. We'll tell you what, though, man. The way the administration is spending money right now, we're all going to be broke pretty soon. How many trillions of dollars are we in debt now? We went from before Obama took office, I think we were about $8 trillion in debt, and now we're over 20. I think Biden has added 19 trillion or something ridiculous. I don't think it was that much, but it's a ridiculous amount. So yeah, we're all screwed. Here comes the Great Reset. Raptor chill. We have Raptor chill. Come on, SpaceX. I gotta make sure it's not mine. That's no, they just haven't started yet. That's crazy. Normally what happens, if you haven't seen one of these before, SpaceX starts their live stream at about T+5 or T-minus 5 minutes. So we might be looking at about 8.5 minutes till launch. So whenever it's good for them, they really want to launch this thing and land it successfully. That is the goal. That way we can move on to bigger and better things. I love all the heat shield tiles they have on this, though. So you can see, let me pull it up big screen really quick. You can see all the heat shield tiles right here. You got a grouping right here, right here, right here. And what SpaceX is doing is they're trying to really get down the way that they're attached to the hull and the way they're mechanically attached. Because if you ever noticed, after the flights, they've been missing a few. So it's just something that they need to get down, I guess. And the fact that they're adding more and more is pretty reassuring. Stream link should now be in the description of this video. If it's not working, just let me know. I'll try again. Ooh, let's look at my my YouTube looking, like the videos I usually watch on YouTube. So of course we have Elon Musk there. Tucker Carlson's awesome. I definitely am a fan of Steven Crowder. And I've been watching some Russell Brand lately too. I never thought Russell Brand would be the type of person that I would agree so much with. But I definitely am enjoying his videos. He's a pretty cool cat. I mean, obviously I don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with everything Elon says. But I mean, I still have the sense, the human capacity to still enjoy those people's company. Is John Inspructor hosting for this one? I hope so. He's done every launch so far. Yeah, Russell Brand, love from the UK. Screwing the tuna. I like it. Yeah. Pretty interesting character. Super Heavy is going to be nuts. So if the plan is still what Elon said it was a while back, what they plan on doing is they plan on putting 2 Raptor engines on the bottom of just the Super Heavy booster, probably BN2, and then
concurrence, so we've properly enforced the public risk clearance criteria set in our procedures, and that our FAA license is intact.
Affirmative to both. I have checked in with.
Good afternoon. You're looking at SpaceX's Starship suborbital test vehicle number 15. Countdown to flight in just under 5 minutes.
Okay, so what was I saying?
Almost 5 weeks ago, we launched Starship 11 on a test flight from the adjacent Pad B. Today's flight is from Pad A. Our demonstration objective again is with the last 4 flights. Slowly climb to 10-kilometer altitude, which will take about 4 minutes, turning off engines on the way up as we burn off propellant mass. Once we reach 10 kilometers altitude, we will begin the horizontal descent back to the landing zone adjacent to the launch pad. If all goes well, we'll light 3 engines to flip the stage back to vertical and eventually land on a single engine. This flight includes multiple upgrades and improvements to address the findings from the rapid unplanned disassembly we experienced on the last flight. This vehicle also incorporates changes that get us closer to the orbital configuration planned for flight later.
KP Dwaro, man. Goal. That's what we're all hoping for, man. Thank you so much for that tip. I'm going to try to say this again without John interrupting me, but he might. I like hearing John's voice. That's why I stopped and let him talk. So the Super Heavy booster's supposedly going to have 2 Raptor engines, and it will do a hover test first, just like Starship did back with SN. What was it? SN. Man, it's been so long. First it was Mark. At first it was Starhopper, then it was Mark. It was SN4, 5, and 6, if I remember correctly. Again, my memory sucks that we're hovering. So that's what Super Heavy Booster will do. And then they'll do the big all-up test with Starship plopped on top, going to orbit. That might be with SN20, but again, things change, as we are all well aware of by now. Inspructor. I was a fan of John before John was a fan of John. I love John. John's a good dude. Hello. Hello from England. Hello from Morocco. We're going to the moon, baby. Not yet, but we'll get there. Come on. This has to land. It has to. I mean, it doesn't have to, but it has to. You know what I mean?
T-minus 2 minutes, we continue to count down for Starship 15 flight. Pellet load is complete in the liquid oxygen system on the Starship. Methane fuel load is also complete on the Starship.
But more than anything, it needs to launch because my lawnmower is still out back in the grass. My grass is half mowed right now. So as soon as this is done, I got to get out there and mow before it gets too dark or rainy. Both would be terrible because I don't have headlights on my lawnmower. It's a push lawnmower. It takes me about like 2 hours to do my yard. Okay. Adam New Cother. Boom time. Thank you for the tip. Dollar tip. Thank you, man. Boom time. Controlled boom time. Controlled boomage. That's what we want to see. You see the little ring of frost from that LOX header tank up there. That's used for landing burns. And John said that they're going to use a single engine for that landing. I know Elon was teasing that they use all three.
All systems remain go for the flight of Starship 15. We're getting ready to disconnect the quick disconnect from the vehicle in preparation for flight.
So yeah, Elon said they use all three for the landing burn. So they'll probably do that for the flip maneuver, and then they'll shut down whatever engines aren't working the best, and they'll keep the one that's the healthiest. Because if they use more than one Raptor, you can throttle them as low as you can without them shutting off and damaging them, but they're still so powerful that if you use more than one Raptor engine, it's going to take right back off. T-minus 25 seconds. We got this. We all got this. So I'm going to shut up here for a minute, make sure the volume's all the way up, and enjoy the show. To SN15, may you live long and prosper. For at least the next 10 minutes. Get! Number 5.
T plus 30 seconds, Starship 15 is airborne as we get a view of the 3 Raptor engines as we're powering our way to 10 kilometers altitude in today's test flight.
There's low cloud coverage, so that's why they won't have any ground shots until the landing. It looks like a super smooth ride, man. Silky smooth.
Just past 1 minute into flight, we're through 2 kilometers altitude. All 3 Raptor engines continuing to burn. Next major event, about 1 minute, is we will turn off the first of the 3 Raptor engines.
You got this, baby. Come on, you got this. You would think there'd be at least some vibration, but there's not. It's crazy. It doesn't even look real. Is it? You see the little chicken legs there on standby, hopefully not to get squashed again.
Coming up at T plus 2 minutes, we appear to have frozen the view from the engine cameras. However, the Raptor engine's continuing to perform, and we've got shutdown on engine 3 on time.
It's a good thing John's voice is comforting. Because if it wasn't for him, I'd probably be freaking out internally right now, like, we need cameras. It's okay, we don't need cameras. We just need John to commentate. But cameras are awesome too. I wonder if it's that Starlink connection. I guess Starlink is on board for this one unless they
T
took
plus
it off.
2 minutes, 40 seconds. While we're trying to regain video from the vehicle, we continue to ascend. We have just passed the 8-kilometer point in flight. Everything continues to look good on Starship 15.
Yep, we're just on standby for the landing. I mean, that's all we really need to see, right? It'd be nice to see the belly flop maneuver because that's really cool. And maybe we'll get cams back. We could always get cams back. But the landing is what really counts here. I guess I could reenact it. Let me see if I can find my Starship model.
Coming up on 3.5 minutes into flight, we're approaching the 10-kilometer altitude. We'll begin to hover here. We've had engine number 2 shut down on time. We'll now be moving into the hover with one engine, and then in a little bit we will begin the flip over to horizontal position and begin our descent, where hopefully a ground camera will be able to bring us live views of the flight.
All right, here you go. This is not fake at all. This is real. This is Starship hovering. Oh, we got it back. And we lost it again.
Just past T plus 4 minutes into flight.
It's
The
rotating.
views back from the Raptor engines.
It's rotating over onto its belly. Should be horizontal now. It's also falling, but I don't have that much camera width or length.
We get T plus 4 minutes 34 seconds. While we're working to regain video, it looks like we've got a shot looking back at the flaps on Starship. We're in the horizontal descent phase now. We're passing 6 kilometers.
Starship is skydiving.
A reminder, phase that's coming up as we get ready for landing. We will light 3 Raptor engines, flip the vehicle from horizontal to vertical. If things look good, we will shut down 1 Raptor engine and then possibly a second one and land on a single engine in the landing zone. 5 minutes into flight, Raptor continuing to descend. We're coming up on 3 kilometers altitude.
This camera is on the forward canard fin. That's why it's moving up and down as that fin moves. Here we go. Get the ground camera on standby. Ooh, look at that cumulonimbus cloud. That is sexy. Gosh, I want to go skydiving. I need to get my paramotor up and going. Yeah. Need to get some cloud licking going, man. I'm so amped. You're going to nail this sucker. Here we go.
And we have ignition. Starship heading back to the landing zone.
2 engines. At least. Yep, 2 engines. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm not yelling at you, dog. You're good. All right. Wait for the smoke to clear. Wait for confirmation. Are you not entertained? Kunu's excited about it. Look, the landing legs haven't been smashed up its ass. They're still there. We got a little bit of a fire going.
And Starbase Flight Control has confirmed, as you can see on the live video, we are down. The Starship has landed.
In your face, doubters.
We're going through the safing sequence in the flight computer right now. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, now we just don't want an explosion 10 minutes from now, okay? That fire's getting kind of big. Put the fire out. God. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Someone call 911. I'm not going anywhere, dude. This show might be going on. We might get an encore here. Just take Starship off again, launch it again so the fire doesn't creep in any places it's not supposed to be.
Well, if you've just joined us, you missed a great flight. Right now we have successfully landed in the landing zone, right on the concrete. You can see we do have a small fire at the base of the vehicle, not unusual with the methane fuel that we're carrying as we continue to work on the test vehicle design. You may be able to see water going on the pad from the water cannons. But again, Starship 15 powered by 3 Raptor engines. We have successfully launched it from our facility in South Texas, landed after a routine flight where we shut engines down on the way to 10 kilometers, executed the horizontal unpowered descent, And then we got some great views of the engines lighting up as we came down for a landing at a nice slow velocity onto the concrete landing pad.
Screw the water
The
cans.
past 2 weeks have been full of accomplishments by the SpaceX team. We've had the incredible launch of the Crew 2 astronauts on the Crew Dragon Resilience. We've had the first nighttime landing and recovery of the 4 astronauts on Crew Dragon Endeavour's flight last Saturday night, and 2 successful flights of Falcon 9 in the past 7 days, each carrying 60 Starlink satellites successfully into orbit. And now the SpaceX Texas team has flown a test flight of Starship with a landing back in the landing zone here in Starbase, Texas. Also like to remember, this is the 60th anniversary of the first American in space, astronaut Alan Shepard and his Mercury capsule, and SpaceX has landed Starship successfully on this date. Again,
That's
an
awesome.
outstanding period as we work to enable the future of human spaceflight and expansion into the solar system. And with that, we're going to conclude today's webcast with the views here of Starship 15. Thank you for joining us here at SpaceX, and have a good day.
We know how this story ends. All right, we got to switch over now to LabPadres in case anything else happens. Okay. Ooh, I want to see if they have their launch cam going. If they got a good view on that launch pad cam. Ooh, it's just pink. Ooh, it's pretty. I'll give them that. All right, we're just going to go to their Nerdle cam. All right, so those Raptors are going to be well done. I hope you like to eat your Raptor a little crispy. I kind of like mine medium well, but it's going to be well done today, boys. So what I was going to say was they need to get rid of those water cannons, right? And replace them with some giant, like the world's biggest fog machines that instead of like dry ice, they just spew out carbon dioxide, so it kind of suffocates the flamage. But what the problem looks like, the problem is, like some of you might have pointed out, the water's not reaching the fire because it looks like Starship landed not quite centered, but kind of on the edge of the landing pad. So it might be kind of hard to contain that fire from where it's positioned. But the show goes on. You guys are getting kind of an encore here. Will it survive? Will it not? Let's find out. Even if it explodes at this point, I'm calling this a win. Because with SN10, it exploded, sure, like after it landed, but the landing sucked, dude. It smashed the legs through the freaking bulkhead, basically. This one was a perfect landing. It wasn't a bullseye landing, but who cares? It landed. So we just got to get that fire out. But if it explodes, who cares? All right, it's still a win. Let's move on. Adam. Oh, I already got you, Adam. Thanks again, guys, for all your super chats. But Michael Weir, I think we're on you. Michael Weir. So freaking awesome-tacular. Yeah, I love it when people put 2 words together to make one awesome-tacular word. Thanks, man, for your tip. And your little doggy looks cool. And so does your fedora. Ryan Horror. I love watching your updates on SpaceX. I'm glad to see a fellow space lover who is not afraid to share that they are conservative. I do consider myself a constitutional conservative. I'm basically an independent, but I believe in individual liberty and freedom. I definitely don't believe in grouping people together and labeling them based on the color of their skin. I believe on looking at the individual. So that's what I'm all about. And I believe the Constitution is king. All right. It's what made America so great. Don't take it away from us. Blue Run Vegan. Love the coverage. Thanks. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching this with me. The show's not over. Don't go anywhere. We might see some fireworks, and everyone loves a fireworks show, right? Meanwhile, my poor lawnmower is just sitting out in the grass, hopefully not getting rained on. No, I see some blue sky. Nice. Hurry up and detank Starship. Oop, are the flames out now? Oh, nope, I see one lit back up there. Again, this footage is coming to us from LabPadre now, so please show some love to Lab, to Lewis and his team. They do a great service to all of us who want to keep an eye on Starship. You could just hear Elon right now in the control room be like, press the detank buttons, get all that fuel out of there. Empty, empty, empty. Someone send out Zeus. Maybe Zeus can, like, I don't know, uncork the freaking bulkhead plug. Then all the fuel will spill out and it'll get in the flames and then there'll be a big boom. Okay, fair enough. Those big tanks you see in the back there, those are for super heavy booster fuelage. Those are cryo tanks for that ship that will be coming to us soon enough. Yeah, looks like the fire may have been quenched finally. I don't see any flames. That's great. That's great news. The tip is looking quite frosty. Frosty. Now I kind of want Wendy's. Because that's where the LOX header tank is. So because Starship has to do this horizontal to actually goes vertical to horizontal, then back to vertical. But on the landing, it goes horizontal to vertical. You got all that sloshing around of those fuels inside the inside the fuel tanks. So if they didn't have those smaller header tanks and the tip up here, and there's another one down here in the methane fuel tank inside the tank itself, if they didn't have those, then you'd just be reliant upon the fuel in these big tanks. So it'd be sloshing around. Ooh, why am I using my hand when I got this? Yeah. And we're going to go big screen with me. So when it does its landing burn, just like that, and it's lighting its engines, you have all that fuel sloshing around, and it can't feed as well, as consistently or as efficiently to those Raptor engines. So instead, they put fuel aside in the methane header tank, or I'm sorry, that's the LOX header tank up here, and the methane header tank in here. That way, it's more confined. It doesn't have as much sloshing, and it can be more pressurized as well. And I believe they're still using helium to do that, but don't quote me on that. That way, when it doesn't slosh when it does that landing burn, and they can feed those engines, those hungry Raptors as needed, and then they don't risk sputtering out, which is basically what happened with SN8 regardless. That's why it crashed. Just couldn't get enough fuel to them Raptors. They're thirsty girls. I'm going to call it here in a couple minutes, because if it doesn't explode soon, then it's not gonna. I'm staying positive about that. So the question now becomes, what do we do with it? I bet SpaceX is like, okay, it survived, so now what? Where do we put this thing? Most likely they'll take it back up to the shipyard once they have it all secured and drained and everything. They'll get all the data they need from it, and then eventually scrap it. I doubt they do a second test with it. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you never know. Maybe Elon will get whimsical and be like, yeah, let's do it again, man. All right. So SN16 should be next, and good news is it is built already. It is built, ready to go, basically. So we could be seeing, optimistically, an SN16 flight, maybe to a higher altitude, definitely within the month would be more than reasonable. I think the shortest turnaround SpaceX has been just under a month, like 29 or 30 days. And I can't even remember what Starships did that. It might be SN9 and 10 or SN10 11. So it's looking, especially since Starship has survived, it looks very likely that SN16 could be launching by the end of this month. Here's to hoping, at least. Okay, we got a couple more super chats to do really quick. Tom Goodwin, thanks, man. You're the best ever to do it. Thank you. You're the best ever to watch me do what you are talking about. Okay. Carlos Guevara, your personality plus SpaceX can't ask for more. Thanks. Can't ask for more, really? How about a shirtless Kevin? I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to see that. It's disgusting. All right. I think we made this stream awkward enough. I think I'm going to close it down now. You've been shut down. Back to me. You guys have, you guys are great. Just as I'm trying to wrap it up, Iranga Tango. That rhymes. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you for the tip, man. Yes, getting off now. You guys are awesome. Love talking to you guys. You guys are great. Thanks for having a great sense of humor and sticking around with me through this great adventure to Mars. This really is the day to be living in. Do you remember back like not even 10 years ago, we'd be lucky to see a launch once every 6 months. And now we're getting them like every day, basically. Now we just had a launch yesterday and now we got one today. It is a great time to be alive. And you guys are definitely living your lives correctly to be tuning into SpaceX's launches, because this is the best show on Earth and eventually out of Earth. Commander Ross, a true revenge of the 5th. Oh, I like it. Yeah, screw May the 4th. Revenge of the 5th is where it's at. Have a nominal weekday. I almost said weekend, but we're not there yet. We'll survive it, though. It's been a good one. Until next time, Godspeed.